Yeah, hi everybody. Today I decided to do a slight retrospective in the past year in review and how we can kind of get better moving forward. And I know it's a change of pace, and with that in mind, let's discuss it here on Kerry's Corner. Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to Kerry's Corner. And today we're talking about last year, 2020, and how we can really move forward. Let's be honest. Last year wasn't really good for many people. I know for me, I was in a 2 year long relationship that I was expelled from, and apparently it was easily disposable. But what did I learn from it? Well, I know that I need to be with someone that doesn't just say they communicate, but actually does it. But what about you? What are some of the great lessons that you may have learned from last year? And that's the key. Recognizing some of the lessons that you learned and changing yourself to be better tomorrow than you were yesterday. Because remember, we all learn from challenge and change. And if you can understand some of the lessons and some of the challenges that you faced last year, you can definitely better yourself in the year to come. So we had this huge pandemic that hit and everything was shut down, and there's tons of people that use that as an excuse not to be fit. The problem is there are tons of resources and programs that you could do, like I try and show in some of my videos, from the comfort of your own living room. The only thing is you have to have that resolve to really push through it. You have to have that dedication, that determination, and that discipline to really stay fit and stay the course. Because remember, again, consistency is what changes your body and your mind. So, how do you change yourself for today to be better than yesterday? And that's some of the things that, you need to find out within yourself. You have to do a gut check. What stopped you from being fit last year that you can get through that excuse and push forward and be fit this year? Because nothing is going to be any easier this year than it was last year, because we're currently under some lockdown, right? So at the end of the day, you need to persevere through it. You have to almost get angry, like really get angry and really want to change in order for your life to be even better. Because you also want to grow inside as a person and learn those lessons and really fundamentally understand what you need to do to make that change. But you have to do it. Only you can do it. And I know you have the strength, but you have to find it within you. So, in the midst of this pandemic, you really have to find something that really makes you happy. Okay, because let's be honest, you'll go crazy with everything locked down and everybody's got to wear masks and things like that. But before the pandemic, I was playing hockey on Sundays with my brothers in arms, if you will, in Garden Grove every Sunday. I was in a hockey league and it was great. I can't wait for it to come back. I love it. I mean, I played hockey for as long as I can remember. So what are some of the hobbies that you have that you can still do? And if you can't do them, then try and find something else that might interest you, other than being fit. Because look, at the end of the day, fitness will only take up 45 minutes to an hour of your time a day if done right. Now, granted, you do have to have that diet and the nutritional understanding of it. You can't eat like garbage and then expect, hey, if I work out for 45 minutes, I'm going to look like, Lou Ferrigno. That isn't going to happen. Or, you're going to look like, some supermodel. That isn't going to happen. You have to be consistent with your diet and with your exercise routine. But other than that, what are some of the hobbies that you like to do? So one of the things that I like to do is I like to watch a lot of really cool Netflix TV shows. I know I watch a lot of great series with my best friend Christina, and her and I we have a lot of similar interests when it comes to these great TV shows. I've watched that show Vikings and the Last Kingdom. I mean, some really great shows. And let's not forget one of the best shows that I think is probably out there right now, The Mandalorian. Oh my God, The Mandalorian. Has anyone other than me watching this video seen The Mandalorian? I am going to talk a little bit about it for the next few minutes. So if you don't want spoilers and you haven't seen The Mandalorian, I highly recommend you fast forward this video for the next few minutes until I'm done speaking about it, because I'm going to talk about The Mandalorian and how wonderful this past season was. So, The Mandalorian, love that show. I was actually messaging my buddy Jazz the other day about it, and I met him and Eric and Kyle at Celebration, and we all have different opinions on Star Wars. I'm more of a traditionalist, and I could obviously save that for another video. And trust me, I could talk almost all day about Star Wars. I am a huge original trilogy Star Wars fan. I don't like the prequels. I don't like the sequels. Because I read all the books, and when they steer away from the books, I kind of get testy about it. But be that as it may, the Mandalorian TV show is amazing. So when the season came out, I was watching it, and oh my God, you're introduced to different Mandalorians. You're introduced to different Moff. You're introduced to, Baby Yoda is still around. We find out his name is Grogu, which is adorable. It's just great. And then the coup de grace of the entire series culminates at the series, or the season finale, right? The season finale. And I was watching it with my friend Christina, and when they're in the ship, in the hangar, not in the hangar, excuse me, in the control room, the bridge. I can talk in the bridge of the ship, and the Dark Troopers have them like pressed up against, right? The Dark Troopers have them trapped in this room, and they're trying to break in. And an X-Wing comes in, and I'm yelling to my friend Christina. I'm telling her, I said, oh my God, it's Luke. Oh my God, it's Luke. And yes, I did really sound like a little schoolgirl, kind of, right? And she's like, nah, it can't be. And all of a sudden, this figure wearing a cloak lights up his lightsaber, and it's a green lightsaber. And I'm like, oh my God, it's Luke. And she's like, no, are they going to do that? I mean, she was kind of doubting it. And then all of a sudden you see, it's in his right hand, and he's got the glove on, and you can see the handle of the lightsaber, and, the hilt. And I was like, that is Luke. I was freaking out. Oh my God. I was overjoyed. Cause again, I love the original trilogy, and, Luke Skywalker is my favorite character, period. And I was freaking out. And then watching him blow through these Dark Troopers was just amazing. I was yelling, I was screaming, I was loving it. It was just an awesome feeling. And, even if you go on YouTube and you check out some of these reactions from some of the other fans, they are, some of them are crying, and some of them are, again, overjoyed, and that, almost in disbelief until they find out that it's Luke. And the cool thing is, like when Luke finally gets into the control room or the bridge, and you see him from behind. I thought they were going to do the old, you hear the words from, and the camera angles from behind him, but no, he pulls his hood back, and sure enough, they CG'd Mark Hamill's face, and it looked good. It looked really good. I mean, yes, could you analyze it and kind of see that it was CG? Sure, but you know what? It really looked good, and I was just overjoyed. I loved it. Now, granted, it was bittersweet, right? I mean, again, for those who watch the show, consistently, when, Mando's got to hand over Grogu to Luke to be trained, it's bittersweet. I know that some people, when he takes off his helmet, and little Grogu touches his face, some people cried, and it was amazing. It was just a really great episode, and really got you in the mood to see Star Wars. So, but yeah, that whole series, the Mandalorian series, is really something awesome to watch. If you haven't watched it, I really recommend it if you are a Star Wars fan. I know it's on Disney Plus, so just keep that in mind. So watching TV shows or binge watching Netflix is obviously something that you can do to help your mental stability, because when everything's locked up and you got to wear masks and stuff like that, I mean, look, that takes away from, your mental sanity at some point, right? So it's always good to have something, and find a buddy, find a friend that you can share these experiences with, because then you don't feel so like, segregated from the rest of the world, so to speak. And I do that, and it's really fulfilling to me, and I really enjoy it. But don't forget, don't just be a couch potato either, right? So I really focus a lot of my energies from my past 2020 experience, some of my valleys, to help fuel me for my fitness energy. I focus that energy, and I really strive to be better tomorrow than yesterday. I really strive for my body to be stronger today than it was yesterday. And, look, you can't really appreciate the peaks without the valleys. And life is never easy. It isn't easy, trust me. But it's up to you to really make it happen. Doubt is one of those things that will never let you achieve anything. So, be weary, but never doubt yourself. And again, excuses, please try and find a way to overcome those excuses. Starting a fitness regimen is never easy, but that's the hardest part, is just starting. At the end of the day, you have to be willing to find the reason to do it. And if you need inspiration, if you're one of those people that were locked up and, did let yourself go, look in the mirror. Is that not inspiration enough? If your body isn't the way you want it to be, you have to change it. Your future is something that you can mold. Your future is something that you can change. But again, it's all up to you. And remember, guys, excuses and always, playing that game, what's the definition of insanity? Right? Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. You're never going to change your life to be better if you don't remember or recognize some of the challenges you had from last year, overcome them to make you a better person this year. You can build a new you, but it's up to you to learn from the past and go forward. Guys, that's what I have for you. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel today. I really do appreciate it. I always like to end my videos with saying, be fit, get strong, and stay healthy. And look, the reason is I believe everyone needs to be fit, not only physically, but emotionally and mentally. And from the year that we just had, I know a lot of people are down and out. We're in the middle of a pandemic. But look, be fit by emotionally getting past some of these obstacles that we have, and find the lessons that you can learn from last year to better yourself for this upcoming year, and have a consistent fitness exercise routine, consistency to keep your body physically fit, and get strong. Look, you will gain strength by overcoming those things that stood in your way last year. And obviously, as you are having that consistency with your fitness and exercise regimen and consistency with your diet, your body will get stronger. And lastly, stay healthy, which is self-explanatory. Everyone should really be healthy and stay healthy all year round. All right, everybody. Thanks once again for tuning in. And till next time, be fit, get strong, stay healthy.